have gotten training through reading, I mean, voracious reading, acquiring information, listening to, I should say, thousands of audio programs, CDs, attending seminars and conferences, having mentors and learning from them, serving as an apprentice, you know, under some people. With that, and then practice. Practice makes perfect. Today, I speak at seminars and conferences all over the world. I have to learn to communicate. I speak on the media. I have to learn, okay, from professionals. I have to continue to improve. I'm not perfect, I'm not there yet, but I have to be a committed learner. I've had to do on-the-job training. I have to get more degrees, you know, skill acquisition, because I found out most of the money go to the people at the top in any profession. If they can't count you amongst the top 10% in your profession, you won't get much reasonable money there. Most of the money go to the people who are in the top, in fact, 2 to 3% if you can. And I made up my mind. Anything I'm going to do, if I can't find myself in the top 5%, I won't do it. I'll change my line or my course of career. I must find the area where I can acquire expertise and be part of the best along that line. Skill acquisition is a cause and an effect. If you don't know how to do something, you don't know how to do it. If you pretend to know how to do it when they give you the job, if you fail on it, they won't call you the next time. There has to be something that you know how to do and to do exceptionally well. I used to be all dreaming and thinking, very little action. When I saw that dreams don't fulfill themselves, when I saw that according to Newton's law of motion, all objects remain at a state of rest until a force is applied. In other words, in our world, nothing happens by itself. If you see anything moving, there's someone moving it, or there's a force that is moving it. I realized I had to break free from procrastination. Do it. Like Nike, the sports company, says. Do it. I had to say that to myself over and over and over and over and over and over so many times. But I had to learn to take action. I discovered that action requires courage. But then I found out all of us are afraid. We're trying to do something you've never done before. Some little bit of fear will creep into your heart. Not bad. Just helps you to review, you know, whether the risk you are taking is realistic. I've made many bold moves, taking courageous action, done things, started out things I couldn't afford to finish. But I found out when you make courageous and bold moves, you just find out miracles you didn't know existed will show up to you along the line. And then in taking action, I discovered another principle. It's not enough to try once. Things don't always work out well the first time. I discovered the power of persistence, not giving up. Doing it again and again and again and again and again until you win. I don't give up easily anymore. And I found out that increased my probability of success. In fact, I was reading a book on selling, and then I saw this principle that 80% of sales are made after the fit call. Whoa. In other words, most people who sell, most salespeople who sell, don't sell after presenting their products to someone for the first time. Most of the sales are made after the fit call, after 5 times. See, I've been applying that principle to practically everything that I do. Go back there at least 5 times. But I saw something in the scriptures, the number 7. Whenever persistence is described, the number 7. So actually, I don't go for 5 times. I go for 7 times. So it means that each time that you go back and try the same thing, you increase the probability of your success dramatically. Wow. Wow. What am I saying? We are discussing a topic, and it's a very important topic. Cause and effect. Whatever outcome you want, it's an effect. There's a cause for it. Okay? And if you can do that cause, you will get the effect that you want. Principles are the key. You need to learn to study and to discover principles, because when you act on them, because they never change, and there's power inside each principle. The principles aid you to achieve your goals. Your effects are practically predictable. I put a seed in the soil, it will grow into a tree. Predictable, because there's a law of sowing and reaping. My challenge to you, dear viewer, is that you leverage on the law of cause and effect. What do you want to become? What do you want to achieve? What do you need to do to make that happen? Take courage. Do it. I'll be back after this break. Success Power. Welcome back. This is Success Power. We've been discussing the topic cause and effect. So I'd like to say this to you, dear viewer. You can be successful deliberately. You can be quote and unquote lucky deliberately. Or let me put it another way, you can create your own luck. The farmer who put a seed in the soil has created luck for himself or herself. Okay? You can create your own luck by discovering principles, by applying those principles in your life, by studying people who are successful, by finding out what they did to succeed, and by doing exactly that. I like to say that the law of cause and effect applies to a nation. There are many of us who live in countries today that are not fulfilling their potentials. All over the world today, countries are in crisis. I just want to draw our attention back to the basics, back to the fundamentals. The laws of success apply to nations. If a nation will experience success and development and prosperity, a nation can cause it. It doesn't come by luck. It can be caused, first, by having a dream, by having goals, having targets. See, if your country doesn't have a clear dream of where it wants to be in 50 years, you need to do something urgently and fast. Let your voice be heard. See, one of the first basic qualities of a leader is vision. You need to let your leaders know how you want the future of your country to be. Secondly, you need to elect only people. If you have the opportunity, you have a democracy, elect only people who have capacity to dream of development and prosperity for your nation. 3, you don't know whether they have capacity to dream or not until you look at their lives. Do they have dreams? Have they been able to lead groups, to lead organizations before they had dreams? And have they been able to turn their dreams into reality? Nations must have plans. What are the goals for the next 50 years? Some countries have goals for 100 years. We need to have clear pictures of what the future will look like, and then set the milestones in 5 years' time, 10 years, 25, 30, 40, 50 years. This is where we'll be. Bring it down to the next 1 year and let the whole country walk towards that goal together.